recording, I think. So we'll wait around until we get a few more people before we actually get started with the show. But we're walking down Philosopher's Path right now in Kyoto. It's beautiful. I don't even know what was the temple we just were at. I don't even know the name of it. We're just at one. Now we're walking down to Ninjaku, something like that. I don't even know. But it's been beautiful. If anybody's here, I know that Flying Explorer, you're here, but you're driving. If you're able to hear me, can somebody type in the chat? Just so I'm aware. This guy's recording from his selfie on his.
It's not that.
It is a beautiful place for sure. It's pretty spectacular. I'm gonna wait until I get a few people in here before I actually start talking anything. I can at least we can talk about our plane ride on the way over, which was incredible. That's pretty cool. Guy was doing some drawings of the area. It's crazy. Okay, somebody else is showing up. But see, there's nobody actually signed in, so I don't know if my sound is working or not. Such a pain. Hey, Run Timmy. It works. Okay, is it working? So you can hear me right now? How's the quality? Is it loud enough? So I have to hold the camera away to actually get any of the visuals. Okay, well that's good. If it's okay, that's not too bad then. I'm gonna wait until a few more people join in. Whoa! Before I get started here, it's tough to record, walk, talk, and everything. But we're walking down Philosopher's Path right now. It's beautiful. I know. I almost fell into the river here. I also probably look like a weirdo walking down here with my camera sticking. It's like it's so close. I have to hold it away from me. And there's already 7 people in here now. Okay, not doing too bad. There you go.
Konnichiwa.
That's my okay, it is recording. That's my fiance. Yeah, no, it's absolutely beautiful. It is great. We're gonna walk down to another temple, so I'm gonna I should be able to record the temple, walking through some of the temple just to kind of give you guys a feel for what it's like for if you haven't been here. But look at the architecture and stuff. It's just beautiful. It's like every building. There you go. Every building is like that. I kind of had the idea, the feel that most of the buildings here would be very modern and modern architecture, but not really. Even their old buildings, and it looks like some kind of an apartment. You can see some clothes hanging up and stuff there. It has that old style to it, so it's pretty neat. I don't know. We've been walking the path I think we're just about at the end of it now. This could be it. So the temple has got to be right around the corner here. Oh, your wife is from Japan. Oh, that's awesome. No doubt. It's a beautiful place. It's really cool. The people are very friendly. It's easy to get around. We haven't really had too much problems yet. You have to get one of the Wi-Fi things, but with that, it's not too bad. So you have the map up as well, so you can. Yeah, I mean, our plane ride over, we'll talk a little bit about that, was just one of the most incredible experiences I've ever had. So we flew JL business class for anybody who is unaware. I think we have to go down and to the left. Look at the mountain ranges in the background. It's incredible. Do you have the map up? So, like I said, we're trying to in the middle of here. A couple
location
things.
Found.
I know the actual map. You close out of it. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. We're trying to bring up the map, so we're not going to get lost of where we're trying to get to.
9 minutes.
Okay, yeah, we're good.
Go straight.
I'll carry it. All right. So, anyways, yeah, we did a JL business on the way over here, which was one of the most incredible experiences. They had the seats were just awesome, and they weren't too spacious left and right, but forward and backwards was incredible. There was plenty of room. You couldn't even, like, if your chair was sitting up, you couldn't put your feet on. There's a little feet rest area. You couldn't even get your feet to that until there's some of the shops. So you couldn't even get your feet on that until you at least put your seat back in a relaxing position. So yeah, it was seating was absolutely fantastic. The service from the beginning was just exceptional. I mean, when you sit down, there was no pre-departure drink, which I thought was kind of weird, but as soon as we took off, they offered champagne, and they walked around with champagne, like already poured in glasses. So was that? Yeah, and orange juice too. We had a noon flight, so that was nice. And then, yeah, they started meal service pretty much immediately after that, which Danielle and I, we both stuck with the prime beef, the Western menu. They have a Japanese menu and a Western menu, and we stuck with the Western menu, which was absolutely incredible. It was some of the best food that you're going to get, not only on a plane, but some of the best food you would eat on the ground. So it was exceptional. But it was a 4-course meal? I think they brought 4 courses, which was neat. So there was some fish in there as well, a couple of little, like a yogurt type thing for, I don't know, you call it appetizer, a salmon plate for
with that blanc sauce.
or devore, and then the actual beef cut, which was fantastically cut, and then finally they followed up with like a green tea pudding dessert thing, which was kind of strange. It wasn't my favorite, but it wasn't bad. Okay, we're gonna turn left here. Yeah, so it was a long flight, but it didn't seem that long. I mean, honestly, we slept the entire way pretty much. As soon as meal service after that, I went to sleep, and the bedding was just exceptionally comfortable. We had they had that, whatever they call it, the Airweave mattress, which it was very thin, but for how thin it was just awesome. It was very comfortable. The cabin was pretty hot, but after a few glasses of wine and a Suntory whiskey, right? I had to get the Suntory. It just knocked me out, and I was out for probably like 4 or 5 hours. And then after that, we woke up, ordered a few cups of coffee, I think I had like another little snack or two, and then we were pretty much arriving. I watched a movie. I forget what I watched. Men in Black 3. It was not that great, but I watched every other movie they've already had. So they had some really good movies. They had the Star Wars, Concussion, all the movies that are just coming out or just out in theaters. They had all that. Is this it? I don't think this is it.
Where's your phone?
Right here. Hold on, guys. 1 second. No, it's off too.
What is this?
I don't know. Or it's close. I don't think this might be it. This might be it. Wow. The temples are so great here. Everything is beautiful. It's hard to tell if you're in like the super nice one or just another one here. No unipod, no tripod, no drones. This is the kind of signs you get. No unipod, no tripods, no step ladders, no drones. Refrain from using a selfie rod when it's congested. No foods, no smoking, no pets. I think we're here. Look at the doors to this place. Yeah, this is it. It's absolutely incredible.
Oh, look at that bonsai tree.
You got the map? Show you guys kind of where we're at in relation to the city here. Yeah, it's not really overcrowded yet. We're kind of pretty good on time, so it's not been too bad. Okay, let's see here. So this is the Nanzenji Temple. Not sure how far you can see, but right here is the Ritz-Carlton. It's this little purple dot there in the middle. And then we're probably half an hour walk. We've been walking all morning. We walked up to the Jinkokji Temple and then down the Philosopher's Path, and now we're at the Nanzi Temple. So this is going to be pretty neat because the first temple was absolutely beautiful. But people are a little bit more quiet, so I may have to whisper some. But so I think after this, our plans are, there's another temple down to the south. We're going to walk around there for a bit, then see the Gion district, and then we'll probably just take in some of the actual city of Kyoto. We arrived at like 10 p.m. Monday night. So I know it's Monday night for you guys now, but it was Monday night when we arrived, and there were plenty of people out and about. So here, baby, you can hold that up. So I was really surprised by the number of people that were out. So every temple, they do charge a little bit to get in. This one here looks like it's going to be $6. So here, hold on just a minute.
Oh.
Okay.
Is it facing you?
So that's a 10. I have to pay to get in here, and I'll show you guys this temple. It's going to be awesome.
Whoa.
You face, yeah, already the money. There we go. Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Hello. Got 2?
1,200.
Thank you. Okay, so here we are in the temple now. Show you guys some of the grounds. It's beautiful. You can see the rocks, like
The sun might be blinding.
yeah, I don't know if the sun is too much. No, yeah, you can see it. The sun. Like some of the rock gardens and everything. Like everything is perfect. It's amazing. So nobody's using the chat. There's not really too many people here. If you guys got any questions or whatever, you can go ahead and type them up, or you just use the chat today because I don't have that questions and answers pod like I usually do. So I don't know if anybody's trying to type anything. Man, the mountains in the background are just unbelievable. Pretty neat to be able to do this. So we checked in. We checked into the Ritz-Carlton last night, and that was probably the best use of the certificates I could imagine. So for signing up for the Ritz-Carlton card, you get the 2 free nights in any Ritz-Carlton in the world. Categories, or I forget what they call it, the tiers 1 through 4. I don't think you get tier 5. So, but not only that, they have shoes allowed. Yeah, so we got tier shoes off here. But then, so what? It's like a $400 annual fee or something, but you get that reimbursed or not reimbursed, but it's a $500 annual fee. If your credit limit is if somebody could type it for me, 1/4 or 4 times more or less than your annual fee, then you get the annual fee waived. So by doing that, you're able to get the annual fee waived, and you can gotta take my shoes off here. We're gonna walk into one of these temples. So when you get the annual fee waived, you basically get 2 free nights for $3,000 in spend, which is really easy to get, pretty exceptional. And like I said, we use ours for Kyoto. And then we came in about 9 o'clock at night, and we checked in. And from the moment of checking in, the hotel staff is outside, standing outside. Now I emailed them just to let them know that, kind of just a little bit about, what I do with the writing and stuff like that. Oh, there's slippers you can get. I didn't see the slippers. To grab some of these slippers. I don't think these slippers really fit me. That's a problem. No, they're like way too small. Everything is way too small here. You got slippers. You're making fun of my slippers. Why are you making fun of my slippers? So when we checked in, the staff is, first off, they show up to the car, our taxi. We took a taxi up from Kyoto Station, and they have This guy comes out in like a old beige trench coat suit with a top hat on, and he comes out, grabs our bags right out of the car, escorts us inside to the hotel, and then we go into the check-in stand. The woman is standing in front of the check-in stand. She has a leather binder, and oh, this is great. I'm just gonna try to be a little quiet here. It's very neat. So I'm not sure when this temple was built. I want to say like the year 700. I'll touch on that in a minute. So then we walk in, and here she is with her leather binder, and she immediately recognizes me. I don't know like if she looked up articles or what it was, but she immediately recognizes both of us. She goes, Mr. and Mrs. Lepar, welcome to the Ritz-Carlton. I want to take you to your room. So there's no check-in at the counter. She escorts us from the entrance there, and she takes us straight to our room. And in our room, we have a little table, and the table, she sits us down there, and that's where she does the entire check-in process. So literally at no point did we even say our name or anything. There's some koi fish down there, big koi fish. We can walk around this side here. And then, we got checked into the room. Just absolutely incredible. Everything, the shades, automatic. Everything automatic. There's an old TV. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, so then we went to sleep, woke up, and then we walked up to our temples, and that's kind of where we're at right now. So it's 11, quarter after 11 right now in the morning. Like I said, we're just walking through some of this temple. And then our plan is, I think they're going to head down a little bit further south of the city after this. Have a couple more temples to visit. This one's nice because it's a little bit more interactive. The first temple we went to, you weren't allowed to walk through anything, so it wasn't wasn't as nice as this. This is really unique to see inside some of these buildings. No cameras allowed. Oh man, we're rebels. So yeah, this is just beautiful. The courtyard area and everything. It's exceptional. The Japanese people have been exceptionally friendly. For internet, we have this Ninja Wi-Fi. I don't know. I got it when I got my JR Pass. So I said jrpass.com or whatever it was. So I went to jrpass.com, and then it's unlimited internet, unlimited usage for 1 week for I think like $30. So I don't know. I don't think it's too bad a price. I mean, for what you're getting, pretty good speeds too. I think like 7, 8, 9, 10 megs down, something like that. So pretty good. And then like I said, the people have all been really friendly. We haven't really had too many situations where we needed help, but the couple times we have, the people have been really exceptional. And it's a little bit tough with the language barrier, but most of everything's in English, so it's not too bad. When you go into a lot of restaurants, even like little cafes, they welcome you, and then they hand you an English menu. And most everything is in pictures too, so it's not too bad. Everything's addressed. I'm allowed to have my camera out here, so if I end up in a Japanese prison because of you guys, it's gonna be a problem. Everybody always talks about the toilets, and they are pretty exceptional. They're different. This is just crazy. This is a really big temple. So our last temple we were at, the temple itself was kind of small, but the grounds were really big. It says, "Do not ring the bell." This big bell. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, and then like I said, the people have been great. What little times that we've needed help, it's all been in English and everything, so we've been okay. But this is only we've only really been awake for a few hours, so it's kind of tough to use as a great example. But I don't think we're gonna have too much trouble. But make sure you have a couple extra batteries for your cell phone. That's the one key that you need to have, because you're going to be using your cell phone a lot for directions, and just, well, I mean, unless you take cabs and stuff. Danielle and I, we walk everywhere, so I think we've probably already walked 5 or 10 miles, 5 miles or so today already. See, there's no photographs again, but you know what? Because you guys are special, we're just gonna. Oh man, that's pretty awesome. Yeah. That's kind of, no, it says no photographs. I couldn't imagine you being allowed to take any photos of anything in here. Wow, that's crazy though. That's it's funny because I don't know what it is. People just assume that you know how to speak Japanese, or vice versa. Like, you just assume they know how to speak English. So when you walk into a place, you're like, kind of like, you can tell, obviously you can tell that we're not Japanese, but like, I try to point for something, and they automatically just start speaking Japanese, but while kind of understanding that you're American and you don't really know what you're doing. And that's the same thing too. Like when you go to a shop and you're looking for something, you try to be like precise with it, but how do you say, I need bamboo chopsticks? Get around with stuff like that, but overall, not too bad. Not too bad. Oh man, this is really big. Kind of wasn't expecting a lot of this. I'll tell you another thing I'm really excited for is after our trip is over, our flight back, we are flying JAL first class, which after experiencing business class, I can't even imagine how special that's going to be. So Danielle here in front of me, she literally started crying when we got on the plane. It was just so surreal. We've taken a lot of trips through churning, churning these cars and everything. We've gone a lot of domestic trips. We've done, California, Kansas, Chicago, New Orleans, Jamaica just a couple months ago. But I think that going to Kyoto and actually, flying business class and everything has really just been super exceptional, and like really sunk in what all we do. Is that it? I think I realize a lot of the stuff, couple things, is that you can't take anything for granted, and something like this is really powerful. So it's it's fun to talk about what we do, but it's also just like, man, it's so fantastic that through an exploit like this that we're able to see the world, because the situation that myself and Danielle are in, we would never be able to take a trip like this and afford to. What is this here? We got the please pour water gently and concentrate your attention on the water drops you make. Catch the low sound that drips. You're supposed to drop it in
here.
Where do you drop it? Right there?
Or here.
Oh yeah. Kind of tough because of people right now, but this is pretty neat. So you can There's like this big well. There's this big well here. You can hear the water dropping like all the way down to the bottom of it. Yeah, that's pretty neat. So it sounds like bells when you're dropping the water. A lot of like, you know, as I was saying, it's so powerful though. It really is. It's exceptional to be in a place like this and get to experience the world. And as long as we can do this, we're going to continue doing it, whether it be one of these temples here. Man, it's crazy. All these like little statues. I don't know how good that's coming out on the camera. Man, it's great to see just different parts of the world. Because like I said, financially, this would never happen. We might be able to save up and take one of these trips, you know, maybe once a decade or so. Because we like to get out and we like to take trips. So it's tough for us to save up for a trip because we're so focused on, you know, getting out and doing a small hiking trip or something like that. And it takes away the money that we would have to be able to do something like this.
This is huge.
Yeah, this
the entire outside is enormous.
It's just incredible.
Outside. We've only gone on the inside.
Oh, that's all just the.
This is just the inside, yeah.
Because I think we're at another dead end, so now it's just walking back around and getting to the outside temple, the outside gates here. Put our shoes back on. These little guys here, I don't know if you can kind of see. They're all the same size, and that's how they are on the plane. So when you get on your JL business class, or I think business class and first class, I'm not sure if you get them in economy, but to give you these slippers, it's the same type of thing. The shoes are way too small. I mean, I only wear like a 10.5, maybe 11. I would say pretty much everything that you get when you're over here is like a size 7, maybe. So it's really awkward getting around some of these, like I said, your hotels and restaurants and everything else, because in a lot of places, not a lot. We haven't found too many yet, but I'm sure we will, to where you're not allowed wearing any shoes. Want to go this way? Have we gone this way?
We already went that one.
Okay. So is anybody's here? You got any questions? Anything? What do you want me to talk about some more? So I kind of spoke a little bit about the plane ride, which is just, man, you know, for me, the one thing is if anybody has the points to come here, you have to. This is one place you have to see. It's really powerful. Yeah. Everything about it. So like if you pick out a lot of places like, you know, a lot of people, it's in Jamaica and the, you talk about the highs in Jamaica and Cancun and all those kind of resorts and stuff, and they're great. Don't get me wrong, they're great. But it's very, I don't know, you don't really feel like you're in a different country, you know, it's like kind of all feels so Americanized. Once you step foot on, you know, get off the plane, you realize you're in a completely different place here. You know, everything about it, the way of life and everything is just completely different. So it's a very neat experience. Yeah, I gotta take my shoes off here. Okay. Okay, walking back through where we came in from. Hoping nobody stole our shoes. They did not. Our shoes are still here. So that was just the inside or outside or inside of the area. There's still an entire outside, like a garden area, which is where you get a lot of your a lot of the rock gardens and everything. Oh, and check out their brooms. It's like the brooms that look like this. That's what like just about everybody uses. I don't know how good that's coming. Yeah, it's like Harry Potter shit. When we were walking on our way up to here, even like the business owners and stuff, everybody uses a broom looks like that. It's kind of strange.
Tell them about our green tree ice cream.
Oh yeah. So after the
Green tea.
after the first temple we went to, they have an ice cream shop right outside.
They're all over.
Yeah, I guess they're everywhere though. But we got green tea ice cream, soft serve green tea ice cream cone. So that was different. They have one of the stores we went into. They had green tea Kit Kats and
I like their green tea.
what was it, like strawberry cheesecake Kit Kats? I didn't buy one of those, but I probably should have. So that was very unique. And a lot of people talk about the prices of stuff here, but can't say it's been too bad. Most of our, if you stay in like the busy area, I guess you can spend a lot of money. But if you travel, you know, just in some like the smaller areas and walk down some of the alleys and stuff, you can get some food everywhere else. So it wasn't too bad. This is pagoda up here. Oh yeah, look at this up here. This is incredible. Wait till I make this corner if you guys can see it. The colors and the flags and stuff. So it seems like every temple is about $5 to get into, but I mean, if you guys can see that in the picture, it's just unbelievable. Man, you got a picture of me? So yeah, it's been certainly worth the money, you know. Green Tree Sakura Cherry Kit Kats are the best. See, I didn't even see any of those.
We can get more.
They have so many. Yeah, we have to walk around a little bit more to some of these different places. But yeah, it was just so unique. The chocolates and different things. Everything is very. Just walk down, see what's on here. Everything is very. It's different and it's fun and it's very like clean and perfect. Like even the chocolates and the cookies and stuff that you get. Oh, here's something cool, a little dragon guy. Even the chocolate or the cookies, chocolates, the sushi. It's not only like does it look good, but everything is like precision. So you get like say the avocado and a piece of sushi. There's like the exact amount of rice, like perfectly around a square, around everything. Water of the Dragon Fountain is a branch stream of the Biwako Lake Channel. Do not drink. All right, so I can't drink the water. It's a pretty cool dragon now. No, it was yeah, they were a little bit more expensive, but crazy. They're like toasted on the outside, perfect on each, roll. Everything is exact. And there's not a whole lot of guesswork out of everything. I wouldn't go up here. Yeah, take a picture. I'll walk up. That's temples. Crazy. Oh. They have the lake right outside, the river right outside the Ritz-Carlton, and they actually have like stones that you can cross the river, and you have to jump from stone to stone. So that was different too. A lot of fun. I don't speak Japanese, but this guy looks pretty important.
I believe he's a monk.
This monk here is pretty important. You can see that right there. It's like, I'm important. I believe that's what it says. It's great to see. And it's like overwhelming. So tomorrow, I think we're going to head down to Osaka. That's at least the plans right now. Go down to Osaka and see Nara, the deer park. If you guys haven't looked up Nara in the deer park, you're going to want to do that because it's pretty awesome. So the deer, they bow to you for food and things. So if you walk around, they'll just like walk up to you and bow. So you can give them like a snack. That's going to be pretty neat. And then there's some more temples down in the Osaka area, and then I think we're just going to look around the city a little bit. And then our third day, which is our last day in Kyoto, we're going to hit up a lot of Western Kyoto and see a couple of the temples out there, the bamboo forest. We will see, there's a big monkey park that you go up a mountain. The monkey's up there. And then I'm actually going to meet one of the others. I'm not sure. I won't say his name because I don't know, if he wants out there. But yeah, I'm going to meet up for him for lunch tomorrow. We're going to meet up for him, or not tomorrow, but the third day, Wednesday. We'll meet up for him with him and kind of get a good idea of just some local places to hit up in Kyoto, which is really neat. A lot of koi fish, yeah.
Look at the black one.
Yeah. Everything about this place.
It's incredible.
Yeah, it's incredible, but also it's like you're in Japan.
Look at these ones. Holy crap.
Big fish. Look at this big guy right here.
That's what I'm saying.
Um,
They're hungry.
must be gated in there. There's none. Oh, there's a couple here. Yeah, a lot of koi fish. Man, taking a lot of pictures. No, like I said before, if you guys have the points and you haven't been here, I've only been here for a few hours right now, and I can already tell you it's you have to come. A lot of stuff. What is this stuff? I don't even know what this stuff is. Bunch of they have like cartoon stuff everywhere. Oh, it's a kindergarten. Okay, I'm probably looking like a pedophile walking around with a camera recording a kindergarten. The people here, so like there's no crime at all in Japan. It's ridiculous the amount, like the lack of crime. We're walking to one of the first temples in the morning, and you just see like 7-8-year-old kids, like 6-7-8-year-old kids, just in a group, or maybe even a couple stragglers alone, like walking to school, and there's nobody, no parents, nothing. Like that's how it is here. There's just a great level of trust, I guess. And oh wow, look at the pagoda there in the end.
Oh, look at the flag.
Wow, it's beautiful. But yeah, I mean, the kids just walk to school by themselves. There's no, it's different. I mean, I can't even explain it. Just walking through the streets and stuff. Like I said, we were at Jamaica and we were in a couple other places, and you maybe like you feel a little uneasy when you're walking through the streets, but you definitely don't feel that when you're here. That's for sure. So I think that's about it. I think we're just about done with this temple. Wish I could have done a little bit more notice, so I didn't get too many people in here, but that's fine with me. The attention, at least, it's tough because I don't have, I don't have a whole lot of leadway with my posts, so I can't post to say like I'm going to be late and then have a link, have a link a day later, or I can. This guy. So I can't say I'm going to be late and then have a link later, and I can only make a post a week. So my problem is like if I was thinking about doing a show tomorrow, but then I'm thinking tomorrow I may be on a bit of I may be like on a train or something that's not going to be as visually as appealing as having a show here instead of a temple and a little bit of Philosopher's Path on the way there. So yeah, I mean, like I said, my intention was to do it tomorrow, but like I said, it's fine. I'll do it today. Get a short little touch on some of the experiences, and then we'll get back to the normal schedule next week. Man, crow's loud. It's a good closeout shot. I think so. So yeah, so we'll go ahead. So I'm gonna have to figure out when to make another post because of my restrictions, but I'm going to make another, we'll probably do it again at the same time next week. So Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern, not 10, 9 p.m. Eastern. And then we'll 9 to 10, we'll do something just like we have in the previous weeks. So I'll go ahead and try to get that scheduled and get you guys a link in the next few days. For anybody watching, Dave, I know you're there. And, the few other people, Flying Explorer, all them. Thanks for tuning in. And then, if you're watching the recording, thanks again. And we will, so I'll get you guys that link next week so we can get back to the normal routine of everything. All right, guys, thanks a lot.